Analysis of TALIS 2024 data on teachers' perceived AI benefits reveals that Korean teachers hold exceptionally high expectations across all 5 areas, far surpassing international averages by 20 to 40 percentage points. Korean teachers' expectations are highest for supporting special needs at 82.0%, versus TALIS 58.3%, OECD 52.2%, EU 46.4%, followed by adjusting customized materials at 79.7%, versus TALIS 59.6%, OECD 51.7%, EU 43.0%, lesson planning at 78.4%, versus TALIS 60.3%, OECD 53.0%, EU 43.0%, individual support at 74.8%, versus TALIS 50.4%, OECD 41.6%, EU 31.7%, and administrative automation at 65.3%, versus TALIS 54.2%, OECD 44.9%, EU 39.6%. However, a stark expectation practice gap exists, particularly in student-centered applications. The most critical finding is the dramatic disparity between expectations and practice. Special needs support shows an 82.0% expectation versus only 9.2% practice, creating a 73 percentage point gap that is the world's largest. Customized materials show a 79.7% expectation versus 29.4% practice, a 50-point gap. In contrast, administrative tasks show relatively aligned expectations and practice at 65.3%. Korean teachers demonstrate a contradictory pattern where administrative automation is accepted as a work efficiency tool with matching implementation, but areas central to educational transformation, individualization and special needs support, show the world's largest expectation practice disparities. Paradoxically, teachers have the highest expectations precisely in areas where practice is lowest, suggesting they desperately want AI to solve challenges the current uniform system prevents them from addressing. This 73 percentage point gap in special education reveals deep structural barriers within Korean education. Teachers recognize individualized education's necessity and AI's potential but face institutional, cultural, and systemic obstacles preventing implementation. The uniform education system creates resistance to differentiated instruction, even as teachers acknowledge its importance. Bridging this gap requires comprehensive systemic change beyond technology adoption. Korea needs coordinated efforts in teacher training, infrastructure development, institutional flexibility, and fundamental cultural shifts recognizing differentiated education as equity rather than inequality. AI alone cannot drive innovation. Educational philosophy, institutions, and culture must transform simultaneously for expectations to materialize into practice.